What if I told you that the world's most powerful battery doesn't use lithium, chemicals, or cutting-edge electronics, but simple water and gravity? Yes, water, flowing silently down a hill, is one of the most effective and reliable ways to store electricity. In an age where the world is racing toward clean energy and sustainability, this 100-year-old invention is more relevant than ever. Welcome to the fascinating world of pumped storage hydropower, the original water battery that is helping to power entire nations. Let's start with the problem. Renewable energy sources like solar and wind are booming. Solar farms stretch across deserts, wind turbines spin across coastlines and hills. But there's a catch. The sun doesn't always shine, and the wind doesn't always blow. This makes energy supply inconsistent. Sometimes we have more electricity than we need, and sometimes not enough. That's where energy storage comes in. And that's where water comes in. Pumped storage hydropower is deceptively simple. It works like this. Imagine two reservoirs, one at the top of a hill and one at the bottom. During times when there's excess electricity, say during a sunny afternoon when solar panels are producing more energy than the grid needs, electric pumps use that energy to move water from the lower reservoir up to the higher one. This stores energy in the form of gravitational potential. Then, when demand peaks, perhaps in the evening when people return home and start switching on appliances, the water is released back down the hill. As it rushes downward, it spins turbines which generate electricity. That's it. No lithium, no cobalt, no massive mining operations. Just water and gravity, cycling energy back into the grid. This method is not only clean but also incredibly efficient. Most modern pumped hydro systems have round-trip efficiencies between 70% and 85%. That means if you put in 100 units of energy to pump water up, you get back 70 to 85 units when the water flows back down. For large-scale storage, that's very impressive, and better than most chemical battery systems on the market. Globally, pumped storage accounts for over 90% of all grid-scale energy storage. That's right. Despite all the hype around battery storage and lithium-ion technology, the backbone of the world's renewable energy storage is still this elegant low-tech system that has existed for generations. Let's talk about some real-world examples. One of the most famous pumped storage facilities is the Bath County Pumped Storage Station in Virginia, USA. Known as the largest of its kind in the world, it has a generation capacity of 3,000 megawatts. That's enough to power around 750,000 homes. It's been operating since the mid-1980s and is still considered one of the most critical parts of the U.S. energy grid. In China, the Fengning pumped storage power station takes things even further. With a total capacity of 3.6 gigawatts and storage potential exceeding 40 gigawatt hours, it plays a huge role in stabilizing China's massive, fast-growing renewable grid. In Australia, the Snowy 2.0 project is being built in the Snowy Mountains. It will offer 2 gigawatts of capacity and hundreds of gigawatt hours of storage, using a 27-kilometer tunnel and enormous underground caverns to move water between mountain reservoirs. Even older projects like the Cruachan Dam in Scotland, built inside a mountain in the 1960s, are still in operation today and are being upgraded to meet modern demands. It's called the Hollow Mountain because the power station is literally hidden inside solid rock. But it's not just about massive dams anymore. Innovations in this space are making pumped storage more compact and adaptable. For instance, UK-based startup RheEnergise has developed a new kind of pumped system that uses a high-density fluid instead of water. Because this fluid is 2.5 times denser than water, it can store more energy in a smaller volume and operate on smaller hills. That means this system can be deployed in more locations without the need for enormous valleys or dams. This innovation is promising because traditional pumped storage needs very specific geographic conditions, high elevation, large reservoirs, and a steady water supply. That makes it harder to build in certain areas. But with denser fluids and compact systems, pumped storage could expand into places previously considered unsuitable. Let's consider the advantages. First, pumped storage hydropower can store vast amounts of energy, not just for minutes or hours, but for days. Second, it can respond to grid demands very quickly, ramping up to full output in under 30 seconds. Third, it's durable. Many facilities have been running for over 50 years and can last a century with proper maintenance. Fourth, it doesn't rely on imported raw materials like lithium, nickel, or cobalt, which are often linked to environmental and ethical concerns. And fifth, it stabilizes the grid by balancing supply and demand, preventing blackouts and voltage drops. But no system is perfect. There are some challenges. Pumped storage facilities are expensive to build, often costing billions of dollars. They require long planning and permitting times due to environmental concerns. Construction can be disruptive to local ecosystems, and suitable geographic locations are limited. These hurdles can slow down deployment, but given the long operational life and reliability, the investment often pays off in the long run. In many countries, pumped hydro is seen as the most practical long-duration energy storage option for the coming decades. While lithium-ion batteries are good for fast, short bursts of energy, pumped storage can deliver consistent power for hours or even days. That makes it ideal for balancing solar and wind, sources that naturally fluctuate over time. Governments around the world are recognizing this. The European Union is investing in modernizing old pumped storage sites. India is exploring hybrid systems that combine solar generation with pumped hydro. And in Africa, pumped storage is being considered alongside hydroelectric dams to ensure grid resilience. So where does this leave us? As we move toward a carbon-free future, we need to rethink energy not just as generation, but as storage. Pumped storage hydropower offers a clean, scalable, and proven method of storing energy, one that has already stood the test of time. It's not flashy, it's not new, but it works, and it works incredibly well. When you flip on a light switch, there's a good chance that somewhere, on a distant hill, water is flowing down a tunnel, spinning turbines, and lighting up your home. That's the quiet power of gravity. That's the brilliance of water. That's the magic of the world's biggest battery, built on nothing but elevation, engineering, and time. And perhaps, as we continue our journey toward clean energy, we'll find that some of the best answers have been flowing beside us all along. If you enjoyed this video and want more insights into future energy technologies, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and drop a comment sharing your thoughts on the water battery revolution. There's so much more coming. Don't miss out.